Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
They do. Great philosophy and attitude. Thanks, DA. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And he's gone dry over the past. Can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight or they'll start losing patience with him.
So the next starting five. They've got LeBron James. Bird is out there with Jordan. And there's Bryant. And it's KD in at the one. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you? Playing across from another top-level guard.
Oh, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it comes back to winning.
Bledsoe passes to Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Jordan, the pass to James. Jacks up a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
There's the competitive fire of LeBron, getting those 3 points right back, always quick with an answer.
Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Adams trying to free himself up, and he gets it to go. Off the back of the ring. 5 points in the game.
And with he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Basket good.
Well, Steven Adams care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
KD passes to Jordan. If you're just tuning in, we'll play about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
This guy making plays. What a player.
Durant kicks to Bird, fires from deep, and the Nets. Another three.
Now, passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Takes the three. The shot. No good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
For the three, and it goes for the fifth time. And 10 shots for him in this game.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Durant for three. His shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Got that one up quick.
plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And the free ball is good.
But Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
Bledsoe finds Brooks. They double him with Jordan. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
The 3 from KD and the Bronx. Another 3.
You can count on Kevin Durant to be consistent as a scorer night after night after night.
3-pointer. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And a nice shot by Bryant.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And here's Jordan outside. That's in coming up. Off the assist from KD. Jordan's got 6.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Kobe. There's the triple. And the Bronx. Another 3.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Lets it fly. They get the rebound. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. 26 points for him.
And really an alert play on the glass there to get that second chance opportunity. He's having one of those games that we've really grown accustomed to seeing him put forth.
Yeah, he's back-to-back games like this. He is on a tear, competing with every ounce of energy he's got.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And here's James outside. Nailed from three-point land. He has 6.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Durant.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Yep, that one goes in there.
As we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
3-pointer, Bird. Once
was going to fall.
from outside off the mark. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Bronx. It's a 10-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Here's what's going on with the Bronx right now. Yao, he's checked in for Jordan. And James Harden has subbed in for Bryant. James looking it over. Off target from three-point range. And for Memphis, they're shooting an impressive 60% early.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
The three from LeBron. Bangs home the trifecta. LeBron's got his third basket of the night right there.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off to him there inside. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
It's Morant with the drop. Harden with the defensive effort.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
From deep, James and the Bronx, another three. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Morant against Harden, and the Nets another three.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Morant against KD. Morant passes to Bain. Here's a screen by Chris. Shoots from the elbow, and Durant sends it back.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
And the basket by Harden. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bronx.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight. Are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Chance checked in for Kevin Durant. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. You look at Atlanta. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And checking out the Grizzlies, they've gotten into a bit of a rut. The season hasn't gone as they had hoped. You just get the feeling that they're somewhat discouraged right now, and that has them with an inability to break.
Carries the long-range jumper.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night here. And late in the season, we see playoff teams, Greg, resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams doing the same thing?
Not as far as the league is concerned. If they're healthy, what's the goal? Throwing away games is not acceptable.
Knocks down the 3-ball. 37 points for him.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Left to play in the first quarter.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 12 in the game.
After triple.
Wasted no time on that one.
And obviously obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And that's off the glass and in.
He is just self-willing. This team right now doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Nets leading by 22. Out to Bird. The three. And the Bronx. Another three.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's the three. James, the three-pointer.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Come on, box it out, man.
Memphis moving that ball around to the right side. Connects again from distance. Buries it. His 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Out of hand on it. This one for three. And that one is off. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Bronx. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
We've got Bledsoe. Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Dylan Brooks. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And it goes down 2 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their...
The shot's good from Jordan.
And wasn't really a long-distance shooter in college. Jordan really worked on his range ever since being drafted. And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Sinks the... triple. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples. In the half. Not sure what the defense was doing there. clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. Kevin Durant, number 1. Kyrie Irving is second.
Well, I think it's safe to say these two have made the adjustment to the brand of defense being played in the NBA. Their shooting percentages are just fantastic. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's the 3. No good that time. And Memphis the other way now. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Griffin, no one around him. It's good from long range. Griffin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Bronx has gone 4-7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. Beyond the arc, and the Bronx another 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
Fires it up. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA. And he needs
other ways to contribute besides shooting. Sometimes you have to learn how to play well when you're not playing well.
For Memphis, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Shot to stop the run. Hits it again. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Connects from 3-point range. Griffin's got 12 in the game.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And the shot is good.
Now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Jackson misses. Grizzlies have gone 4-10 in the second quarter from the field. Fires for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Irving kicks to Lopez. Launches a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lopez has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bronx. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And some changes here for the Bronx. Here's Morant. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Robin Lopez is checked in for James. Lopez comes in for Bryant. And Irving subbed in for Kevin Durant.
Not sure Kyrie Irving gets enough credit for how good he is from three-point territory. He is elite from deep.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Irving. From deep three-point range, Grizzles with the rebound. Bledsoe's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Memphis moving it around. Out to Chris. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing. The Bronx goes the other way with it.
Lopez.
Outside Irving. Takes a 3. Good on the three-point. Shot. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, just tremendous range from Kyrie. If he steps across the half-court line, you better have a hand.
Good on the bucket.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Irving for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Shoots. Bronx grabs the miss. Yao's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires the 3, and it's Kyrie Irving with the 3. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, what do? If you play up on Kyrie, he'll go by. If you back off him, he'll pull up. Pick your poison, doesn't matter.
Once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Again, that's for 2.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Morant outside. And again. It's the Grizzlies from deep.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Nice shot by Irving.
There isn't a bad shot for Kyrie Irving right now. His offensive attack is so versatile.
Shoots it up. That shot. No good. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Jordan the pass to Lopez. Shoots the 3, and the Bronx. Another 3. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Good. Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Three-pointer. Lopez. There's no luck. And for Memphis, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Launches it. Good. He hits again.
What a
72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. From the arc, it drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his third assist on the night. Lets it go with a three. Buries it from three-point range.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Castellano. The three ball. And the Nets, another three.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Irving kicks the out. Puts up a three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Ball out.
And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Miami Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Baines checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Eric Bledsoe. The Nets also changing it up. Larry Bird's checked in for Lopez. James Harden comes in for Brook Lopez. And Chance subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Gets it to go. From beyond the arc. Yao's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on the road.
Nets shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Adams brings the double team. Back to Bird, and there's the pass to Jordan. Fires the three. Bird kicks to Yao. Bird, the pass to Champ. Sinks the three-pointer. Champ's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score.
Timeout.
You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at the Bronx, they've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And seeing where the Nets are, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
Good on the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the shot goes in.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Jordan kicks to Yao. The shot. That one. A little long. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Jordan finds Harden. Here's Champ. Good. It's hard. Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
From outside the arc, and it's James Harden with the rebound. Nets shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. That one drops for him.
Boy, every time he goes up, now it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Took him no time at all. That one.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Here's Champ. Oh, good with the triple. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Off target from outside.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Wasted no time on that one. Champ's got 14 points for the game.
An obsessive perfectionist. Bird's become one of the great passers this league has ever. See, I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Memphis, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Dillon Brooks in for Bain. And a new group getting ready for the Bronx. Jackson, he's checked in for Burke. Kevin Durant comes in for Yao. LeBron. Michael Jordan. That's Bryant in for Champ.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man. Getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Just 3 on the clock, and that's good.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And so it's the Bronx, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's... Thanks so much, David, and we'll...
Thanks for being... And some stellar players. And now let's talk about that first half. Everything... And that is a wrap.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And here are the Nets. And now... Let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for the Bronx, Durant is out there at Bryant. Then there's Bird, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's LeBron in at the small forward position. The tray, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. From 20 feet out, and another basket for Memphis.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves
in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
There's Jackson with the three. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got fouled.
You know, how about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Lets the three fly, and the net's another three.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Rebounded by Jackson. The Bronx, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Bryant finds Lopez. Jackson trying to break free. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Bryant. Lopez has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bronx. You know, Doris, some of these star players are so skilled. If you were playing, which of those skills do you think would be the most fun?
I'm selfish. I want to be one of those guys who steps across half court and immediately is within range, so the range shooting would be the first. But I also be that freak athlete who everybody's terrified. When I get above the rim, I'm just putting it down on your head.
The three traps in the tray. Lopez has got 12 points in just the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Kobe dishes to Jackson. Tries a three. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Kobe's got 4 assists in the game.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
The shot will not fall. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. From deep. Drills it from outside.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Jordan finds Lopez. Jackson from long range. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got 11.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And he recovers it. And finally they hit one. The Bronx, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Misses for 3. Grizzlies have gone a somewhat so far 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Good on the triple.
Amazing individual performance. But you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Got that one up quick. 14 points for him.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
From deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lopez against Moran. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
That's about the size and the strength of Robin Lopez. He's just powering through the contact to finish that one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bain comes in for Brooks. The Bronx also with a sub. Champs checked in for Bryant. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. Once you're advised to top young players on their path to the NBA.
And, well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Here's Jordan. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jordan's got 16 points.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow. What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Here's Champ. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Passes it to Jordan. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Shoots. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's James. And he goes big with the top right over John Morant.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. From past the arc. Bronx grabs the miss. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a wide open look for Jordan. And the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
And it's good for 2. 16 points for Champ.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
From downtown, sinks the three-pointer. Champ's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Clark. Pass to Champ. Trying to find Bird. He's got it now. 2 points. That one goes. Bird's got 16.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Drills it from outside.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And the basket by Yao.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him. Simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And so here's Memphis. Guarded by Harden. Unloads from line, and that's good off the glass that time.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Champ. Headshot off, and it's Memphis the other way. And stolen by James. Here's Bird. Oh, and the jam by Bird. The Grizzlies shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. And a miss there on the triple. And for the Bronx, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Such a wide open look. LeBron's got 19 points.
The catch and shoot game for LeBron James, it's all about mechanics and your footwork. He is so good.
And again for three.
He just continues to rein it in from downtown. Hits another one from deep.
Greg, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a game. Good on the three-point shot.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's LeBron. It's rebounded by Memphis. James covering. Morant outside. For three. Doesn't go that time. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James continues to dominate the action as a scorer. Understanding my team needs productivity, I'm going to deliver.
Got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 25.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
And another miss by Memphis. And here's Harden for three. And it's Melton with the rebound. The Grizzlies shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. To end the run, Bird pulls it in. Bird's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Harden, that's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And here's a look at the stats
For Champ, he's been dominant over the last month. First in scoring, second in assists, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Chris, he's checked in for Jackson. Dylan Brooks comes in for Clark. And it's Bain in for DeAnthony Melton. Then for the Bronx, Durant comes in for Yao. And Kobe is subbed in for James Harden.
Well, this is about unselfishness. Kevin Durant is a great scorer, but right now he's getting his teammates cooking.
In the third. Outside, Kobe. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. And that one, good. Bird's got 9 points in the quarter. 1:11 left in the third. The tray connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Good, another from three.
Splashes home another 3, and he moves into second place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's the three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Good. KD's got 18 points.
And the crisp passing
has opened things up for them offensively.
LeBron left side. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson kicks to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Going inside, and they'll keep possession. And so it's the Bronx, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Chris is out there with Jackson. Then it's Jones. And it's Bain in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Shot from the top of the key, and he gets the bucket.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
KD against Jones. James wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Takes it inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Well, he may not be the primary option offensively, but Lopez can give you big games and help you in so many ways.
And good! There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. A nice shot by Irving.
Kyrie Irving is one of the most clever scorers in the game of basketball. And when he starts to feel it, it's going to be a long night for the defense.
And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Nets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. He was all alone on that one. Jordan's got 22 points.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
LeBron passes to Jordan. Again, the Nets for 2.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Leonard, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
The alley-oop. That one misses.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
The Nets have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Irving passes to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Jordan's got 14 points now in the second half.
Pretty pass by Kyrie Irving. Nothing like making your teammate feel good right there.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for John Conchar. And a change for the Nets. Jackson's checked in. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And no doubt Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You know, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
And the usual order was upset last season in more ways than one. 5 out of the final 8 teams Doris in the playoffs had never won a title before.
Kevin, I think for the long-term health and viability of the league, the more teams with an opportunity to win the championship, the better off. We saw new stars get their first opportunity to win a championship. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the hardest workers, one of the most humble superstars, goes out and wins it. It was so fun to cover.
And he makes both free throws.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
To end the drought. Bronx grabs the miss. Champ's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The first free throw is good.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
The Grizzlies shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Jacks up a 3. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Bronx. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
He got loose from downtown the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Down low. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
That's what you call high percentage right there. He is so hard to handle at point-blank range.
The 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Irving looking for an opening. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Harden has a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
If the defense lets him, Harden will do this all night. You have to challenge his accuracy every time down the floor.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Pass to Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 20.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Melton passes to Bain. Lopez covering, and it's Irving with the rebound. The Bronx has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Count that one. That's 36 points for Champ.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
On the wing, Jones, guarded by Jackson. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bledsoe comes in for Tyus Jones. The Bronx also with a sub. Jordan's checked in. Picked by Clark. Here's Melton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Doris, I know you dealt with a tough injury in your time as a player, but a lot of these careers being saved now by the advances in medicine.
Kevin, think about it. Torn ACLs historically, going back 20 years, drastically changed what we believed was the ceiling for players. Now a torn ACL may only prohibit a player from playing for 8 to 12 months. That's drastically different. You're seeing stars like LeBron take care of their bodies, invest in what they know is the moneymaker for them. Listen, this medical progress, this improvement in nutrition and caring for your body has changed the equation on the length of careers.
The Nets making a switch here. Bird's checked in. Melton hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's Jordan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 30 points for Jordan.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
No good from Bledsoe. And for the Bronx, their shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game.
Shooting two. Two.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Melton. And the pass to Clark. Inside. Here's Adams. Banked in off the glass.
Steven Adams is improving on the...
Bird dishes to Irving. That three off the mark. And for Memphis, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And stolen by Jordan. An even 3-on-3 break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
Two.
2.
That's good from Irving.
When Kyrie Irving is engaged, guys, this guy is almost unstoppable. The handle, the finishing ability, the absolute fearlessness when the game hangs in the balance.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Now, here's Melton. Kicks it to Bledsoe. Pass to Adams. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pass to Irving. And Jordan has it in the corner. And Payne pulls it down.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First one falls for him. Chris, he's checked in for Memphis. The Bronx also with a sub. Kevin Durant's checked in for Irving. Good on both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Oh, go ahead and get up, Kevin Durant, former MVP, punching it home.
Bledsoe against Harden. Bledsoe outside. And he drives in.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That free throw, no good.
How about the Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe was a part of? 8 future NBA players, including All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. An incredible group.
And he sinks the second. The Bronx has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Champ. The drive by Jordan. Knocks down the 10-footer. Jordan's got 12 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Melton. Defense is right there. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Bledsoe. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here's Bledsoe. Pass to Bain. Clock at 6. He takes it in, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. The pass to Jordan. Out to the right wing. Here's Bird. And he gets it back. Over Chris. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Bird's got 11 in the second half.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
There's a screen by Chris. Bledsoe kicks to Melton. Over Jordan. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got 6 in the quarter. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Durant inside. He's guarded by Melton. And then Durant with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Passes to Bain. There's the draw. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant. First one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And KD's got the ball here for the Bronx.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance. And it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bronx.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Champ.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Chris. On the wing, Melton. Clark goes screen on Durant. Melton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he knocks down the first one. Melton hits them both. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Al Harden. So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.